I think.
And what was that other town where we went to see Dad in A that time? It wasn't Sugar Pine. It was a little town
up in the mountains.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when she was in the sanitarium.
No, not Awani. No, it was another town where we lived.
Oh.
Where we met, where Dad lived. We went down the first time. Well, anyway.
Is that where the house burned?
No, it was down in the valley.
Oh, I see.
We came home and it was a burn. I don't know what's wrong. Why I had to. I guess must have been an awful wiring or something.
Huh. Did we have electric lights?
Well,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. How could it have started if it wasn't electricity when you weren't even there?
Oh.
One time A told me that her brand new washing machine, she was so proud
of. Oh, that was the one at Central out on the
it burned.
Highway 152.
Huh. Well, I remember we did have a fire. I don't know just where it was, but it was out there. And we had all gone someplace, and when we came back, the house had burnt down.
Yeah, that was the place.
And then they took us up someplace quite a ways away, and they gave us shelter and food and took care of us. And I don't know just what happened, but I remember that. But we weren't there when it happened. So, do you remember walking to school? Maybe you were too small to go to school when we lived down there when the house burned.
Oh.
We had to walk to school, and I think it was pretty close to 3 miles. That's what I thought.
In the snow?
Oh,
Barefooted?
Barefooted, oh sure. And we had to go through a sugar cane. Well, we didn't have to go through it. The road went by a sugar cane field, and we would go out and we'd break off some mud. Ooh. And we would break off some stalk of sugar cane and chew it, and as we went to school. Sometimes we were late as a result of that. Oh, land, that was, yeah. Then we walked to school, and then we walked home. We were...
no buses, though, huh?
Oh, no, no.
Had they invented the automobile by then?
Oh, yeah, we had a car.
Were you old enough to remember when your mother was treating Doyal and Rusty and Flora with pneumonia? Rusty was only about 6 weeks old.
Oh, I remember that. That's when we lived in Sugar Pine.
Oh, well, yeah.
And we were in the mountains.
That was about 7 miles out of Yosemite.
Is that right?
Real close.
I see.
The big trees of yeah.
Okay. Well, I do remember him being very sick, and when
she spent all night going from.
Let her tell.
Yeah, that's all I remember. I just remember about him being so sick.
You mean Rusty?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you were sick too. Was he sick also at the same time?
I was.
Yeah. 3 babies.
I don't remember.
Oh boy.
She put hot packs on it. That's all she knew to do.
Yeah.
And the doctor came the next morning and didn't expect the babies to be alive. 3 of them.
Yeah, that's been Flora and Doyal. Yeah. She had some training some way with some woman telling her about hot packs and cold packs, and that was and she really believed in it.
She did that. She saved them.
Yeah, right. So now let's see. I was going to tell you something. Do you remember when we lived up there? Well, you must have been quite small. Maybe you would remember though if you were 4 years old.
Where?
This in Sugar Pine, and we had a goat.
No, I don't.
We had to have this goat for the milk. The goat's milk is what Floyd needed, as a baby. The doctor said that he should have that, so they got a goat, and we liked to tease that goat.
Oh, did you? Oh, boy.
And one day he chased me, and I didn't bother him anymore for a while. But
I remember one of our uncles used to come by, and if he'd give us $1 bill, we thought that was the greatest thing.
Wow, that was a lot of money in those days.
Sure. Yeah, right.
Oh,
did you want to know anything, Kay, to pep up this lagging conversation? Well, let's see. Let's go back to maybe when we left. What kind of a car did we have when we left California to go up to Salem?
To Salem, Oregon?
When we lived in town for a while.
In Salem.
Yes, yeah, before we moved
I
out.
didn't bring my little book.
You didn't bring your questions?
I'm sure I've got them someplace.
Your little book?
Yeah.
So,
wonder
no,
where-
we don't need it. We don't need it.
Well, one thing that I thought would be nice if each one would.
Speak up,
Tell-
remember. You had to
Are we
speak up.
on? Are we on?
You're
now?
on right now.
Oh,
You're
okay.
on.
Right on.
Okay, what would you thought would be nice?
Well, I thought it'd be nice.
As a
if-
senior citizen of this household, you get this talk first.
Oh, thank
What
you.
was it you were going to tell us?
Yeah, some things happen good when you get older. Okay, I was thinking it'd be nice if we told about maybe one of the first memories that we can remember as a child, and then maybe we could tell something about how we felt about ourselves. You know, I can't say that I've got anything planned on that, but I thought it would be interesting if we and how we felt. You know, even towards the different members of our families, something like that.
Like we hated them all?
No, nothing
No,
but
no.
love.
No, of course. Well,
All right, how about you starting, Doyle?
I don't know.
Can you think of any, well, who can think of a
My earliest recollections?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it had to be down in Blythe. Can't remember any particular incident except that we used to go fight those little black kids. Of course, make sure he was alone. And Loyal was backup.
Lowell was the
That's all I
backup.
can- mustn't-
That's about the only time that he didn't chase you away.
Oh, that's so?
Following him. Oh.
Well, there was a time up there at, well, that would have been later, up at Sugar Pine where Dad told us not to go up the hill, not to go up the hill but follow Loyal.
Uh-huh.
And,
He told you to follow me, huh?
and so one time Loyal and his friends started up the little road and I started to follow him when Dad caught me and about 300 yards away and he spanked me all the way home. I ran just as hard as I could. I could not outrun him.
I wonder why.
I think that's the only time he ever spanked me.
Really?
I think so. Only time he ever had to.
Oh, yeah. The only time he found out, right?
Probably.
Okay. And how did you feel about yourself? Did you like
I have
yourself?
no, I those were way before these psychological
Well,
type of
no, but
stuff.
you must have known if you were happy or
Oh,
if
I
you
was
were...
happy, sure. I was always happy. It was always fun something to play
But we
with.
never knew any better.
That's right. We didn't know you'd be sad. I mean, well,
You had food and you had a mommy that loved you. and-
sure. What
Yeah.
about, okay, well, you don't need to do a lot of that, I suppose. Okay, well, what about
Bill,
you?
how about you, Lowell? Can you think of what's your earliest one of your earliest recollections?
Well, I suppose when we lived around Madeira. But now, did we live in Madeira after we lived in Blythe?
Yes,
Oh, I
yeah,
think so.
sure. I was born in
No,
Blythe.
we were born. Oh,
We
I
kind
see.
of moved right back, I think.
Well, I remember when we lived in Blythe, but
Yeah.
did we go back to Blythe again later on?
We must have, because we didn't live there 5 years straight, did we?
No.
I don't. Well, you know, Dad was working on building that bridge across.
The river. You
At
mean
the
the
river?
one that washed out?
Oh,
No
I thought
fault
it was,
of
I
his.
thought it was a new bridge that connected California and the
To
state
Arizona.
next. Was it Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona.
What did you say it was the other day?
Oh, it's Arizona.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess I
Arizona.
said it was the different
So,
thing.
did he-
But he
well,
worked on that
was
for
that
a
the highway
long
bridge?
time. Oh, yes.
That's Miss.
When I went to Lester and I, we went down to Arizona when we lived down there. We went down to see Mother, and I that was the bridge right there. I looked at it. And,
That's so
And,
still
yeah.
standing, eh?
yeah, he did a good job.
Well,
Okay,
what do you
go
remember about
ahead,
Sugar
Laura.
Pine, Loyal? Or you
Well,
can
No,
tell
he
you, or-
was remembering about Blythe. What did
Well-
he- or Madeira.
No, I guess what I remember most about Blythe is when we lived there, just before going back to Oklahoma.
Oh,
Do you remember rescuing her when you almost
Yes, I
drowned?
remember.
You remember that, huh?
Yeah, I remember.
I wonder if that newspaper is still in business. Well, I mean, a lot of newspapers are.
mean,
that's not.
you mean
what?
70 years ago?
Well, certainly, that's not unusual. I don't remember the name of the Blythe newspaper. I have no idea what it was.
No, that would be interesting to see that.
Roof at night.
So, well,
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, it was so hot, you went up on the roof at night with a wet blanket.
oh, that's
And the
all.
nudie.
Oh, sure.
Well, we didn't wear, no, you wouldn't. Wearing underwear or anything to sleep in would aggravate the situation.
Well, you know, the